Let's go, girls.
Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe.
Let's go! It is Women Talking Football, WTF, not to be confused with WFT. We are the Women, a pair of producers for Dave Campbell's Texas Football and Dave Campbell's Texan Live. My name is Ashley Pickle. I'm the executive producer of those two entities. Sitting over there is our associate producer, Miss Mallory Hartley. Happy 1 year anniversary.
Isn't that insane?
It's been a year.
I can't believe it's already been a year since we created this show that we love so much.
It has been a year. Technically, it's July 15th, which would be tomorrow, but it's the Friday before coaching school. So we are celebrating the 1 year anniversary of Women Talking Football. We'll get to that in the back half of the show. As big as that of a celebration as that should be, it is not the biggest thing that's happening today. We, for the past 6 months, have been working on a project here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football and Dave Campbell's Texan Live, one that we're hoping will really rock the Texas high school football world. We have been keeping it in for so long, and we are so incredibly excited to be here today on the 44th episode of Women Talking Football, the 1 year anniversary, to finally announce what it is that we've been working on behind the scenes. We don't want to wait any longer. We're chomping at the bits. So here it is on Women Talking Football, our big Dave Campbell's Texas Football and Dave Campbell's Texan Live announcement.
Card. Looking right, looking for Garrett Wilson. Oh, what a catch!
End zone contested and intercepted.
Field goal attempt for the win. It's up. And it's no good.
Braylon Miller trying to reverse field. He gets the first down and scores.
Smith. Oh, what a catch!
Hands it off. David DeHoya stops short. College Station wins it. Unbelievable.
Jordan's got it. What a grab!
He'll go for it. Brown on 4th and 12. Lobs it deep. Has the man. Caught!
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
Dave Campbell's Texan Live and Dave Campbell's Texas Football is proud to announce Texas Football Tonight, a brand new Friday night live broadcasted game day experience in partnership with the University of North Texas's Media Arts Department. A 2.5-hour show set to air its first broadcast on August 25th, 2023. Texas Football Tonight will stream for free live on TexanLive.com from the North Texas Television NTTV studios on the North Texas campus, utilizing mostly student-run production staff. It'll air every Friday night from 7:30 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. through the Texas high school football playoffs and feature story packages, expert panels, and provide fans a comprehensive dive into any of the 30 to 50 Texas high school football games broadcasted on Texan Live every single Friday night. The show will be co-produced by executive producer of Dave Campbell's Texan Live and North Texas alumna Ashley Pickle and associate producer and fellow alumna Mallory Hartley. Texas Football Tonight will provide internship opportunities for North Texas Media Arts, Converge Broadcast Media, and broadcast journalism students to receive a real-world experience in the ever-evolving world of live sports broadcasting, as well as the new medium of online streaming. Students will run camera, direct on the studio floor, edit graphics, video, cut highlights, and live broadcast airing on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Dave Campbell's Texas Football, the leading source of football in the Southwest since 1960, acquired Texan Live in 2021 and has since produced over 1,500 high school events annually. Pickle was named the executive producer in 2021 and Hartley joining her as associate in 2022. Texas Football Tonight will act as the sister program of Texas Football Today, Dave Campbell's Texas Football's flagship daily live show covering football across the Lone Star State. Let's go.
My heart is pounding.
Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight. Guys, we're bringing it to TexanLive.com every single Friday night, 7:30 to 10 o'clock p.m. We have high school football all across the state of Texas. We're going to be taking dives into it and covering this state in a way that it hasn't been done before. So we are incredibly excited. Now, we're going to go ahead and we'll get into a little bit more of where this came from, how excited we are. But there was someone we absolutely had to bring on first and foremost because he is a man that has been here with us this entire time, has done everything he can to help make this show possible. I am very, very honored and happy to bring on Dr. Steve Cobb. Dr. Cobb is the the Associate Dean of Administrative Affairs of the UNT Media Arts Department in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. So, Dr. Cobb, are you equally as like taking a deep breath and relieved that we're finally able to announce this to everybody as we are?
Guys, it seems like it's gone quick, but it's also taken forever. But yes, so excited that this is going to happen and just can't believe the opportunity for our students.
So we mentioned Dr. Cobb's been with us every step of the way of getting this through anything and every hoop that you can even imagine when it comes to creating something so big like this. Dr. Cobb, I want to go back to, obviously, Mallory and I, and we'll get into this later, but we presented the idea to Phyllis Slocum, who is with the Media Arts Department, and then she brought it to you, and that's when we started to have the talks. We all know each other from our time spent at North Texas, but when you realized that you're not going to be able to get rid of us, and we brought this idea to your attention, what was your first thought behind all of it?
Well, Ashley, it's one of the frustrations that I have from time to time that our students often give up internship opportunities because they're not able to travel into Dallas and Fort Worth, or they can't give up a part-time job that's helping to fund their school. So an opportunity to do something like this on campus and at an off time like Friday night was just an unbelievable opportunity for the students in our programs.
And that's exactly what we were hoping to as well. And I know you're a guy who grew up in the state of Texas. Obviously, you know what Texas high school football means. How well do you think that Texas high school football, in partnership with students really starting to navigate what they want to do in life and their career path, merge to be able to create a show like this?
Well, this is one of those cases where the state of radio, TV, all aspects of media are in a lot of flux right now. And the thing that we're focusing on is making sure that our students are prepared for the kind of jobs that are out there. We know that the growth is happening in terms of streaming media, whether it's the streaming of the football games themselves, like you're doing at Texan Live, and the coverage via stream. So for our students to have an opportunity to work with a group like Dave Campbell's Texas Football and get experience in this new area of the medium is just an unbelievable opportunity.
Well, and I want to give you an opportunity here. Obviously, everyone who's watching this program knows I have, along with Mallory, just a huge heart for the University of North Texas and everything it gave us. We wouldn't be here without your department and everyone that's a part of it. To just promote UNT and what they're doing, and especially in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, how fun is it for you to be able to watch these students come into this university and know how much opportunity that they're going to be given working with things like NTTV, things like KNTU?
I don't think people have any idea of what the students are doing here on campus. I go over occasionally and just watch the NTTV broadcast that they're putting together noon and 6 every day. And the thought that our Media Arts Department is putting out 11 live news broadcasts every week. And again, part of those are in Spanish. And so I look over, we've got a 100,000 watt radio station, 88.1 KNTU. And we've now been able to grow that to where we've got 2 signals. We've got on HD1, we've got indie, and on HD2, we've got the traditional jazz. And so all of these have been ways that we're creating opportunities for our students to get hands-on experience. We've spent in the last year almost $1 million upgrading the facilities in our studios so that our students are working on the same equipment that are being used in TV stations all around the state, because we want them to be able to go directly into positions in the different organizations and be ready for the kind of technology that's out there. This is a chance not only to utilize that new studio equipment, but to do this with streaming media, and that really wouldn't have been possible without a partner like Dave Campbell's Texas Football.
Well, Dr. Cobb, we can't thank you enough for everything that you've done to help get this off the ground. I think I can speak on behalf of the entire Texas high school football community, and hopefully a ton of excitement heading into this season. He is Dr. Steve Cobb, the Associate Dean for Administrative Affairs there at the UNT College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Dr. Cobb, thank you so much. This obviously will not be the last time you're talking to us, but we appreciate everything and excited to be able to finally announce it.
Well, ladies, this is going to be great. I hope this is just the start of a long relationship.
And
Absolutely.
there he goes. Dr. Cobb, the UNT Associate Dean of Administrative Affairs there for the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, a man that has truly done everything that he can to help make this partnership possible. So we really, really appreciate him. But there you go. We wanted to make sure to get Dr. Cobb on there because he was very integral in helping us to establish all of this. But Mallory, I think we wanted to kind of take people behind the scenes into exactly what the show is and then how the idea kind of came up. So I said it earlier, but it'll be a 2.5 live show, a 2.5 hour live broadcast from the University of North Texas. They have their studios there, North Texas Television. You and I both
went through the same program.
Same program. We got our degrees in Converge Broadcast Media. There's 2 different studios in unbelievable condition. Like Dr. Cobb said, just, $1 million has been put into that just in the past year of updating all the equipment. So it's a state-of-the-art studio that we're very excited about. But we realized that there was an opportunity. One, we have Dave Campbell's Texan Live. We produce over 1,500 live sporting events across the year. Why is there not a central hub that people can go watch and get some analysis and peek into game to game? So that's what this show is going to be. We're going to be diving into the actual live broadcasts themselves. We're going to be bouncing around from game to game, diving in, making sure that you're getting as much like updated moment to moment highlights as you can, considering we'll be going live into the game. We'll be talking to broadcasters. We're going to have Dave Campbell's Texas Football employees being analysts throughout the show, kind of a rotating cast. We're going to talk to coaches. We're going to have anything and everything that your little Texas high school football hearts can handle all in one show. But I think that the most gratifying part for all of this for us is, one, the fact that we're going to be able to stream this show for free to where anyone worldwide can watch it and see the love and the passion that these Texas high school football, that you guys, the fans, the communities bring to this great sport, the coaches, the athletes, the administrators, everyone, the UIL, everyone that plays such a big part, the THSCA, in what Texas high school football is. We can highlight that for free to the entire world. So very excited for that. But on top of that, not only will we be bringing that notice to Texas high school football, we're able to work with the next generation of media members.
Well, and I think the thing that makes us the most excited about all of this is that going behind the scenes a little bit here, we grab a lot of our in-studio interns from the University of North Texas. And we've had so many great ones come from the University of North Texas that we were as confident as ever that we were going to get the best crop of well-trained, well-respected students out of most universities. And that's why we were so confident in working with all of these University of North Texas future students, because they're all so great. They've been so trained, and we're thrilled about it.
We really are, and we hope that this continues to make a ripple effect, and that there's hope to really take this statewide to any possible university that we can. But the other side of this, and Dr. Cobb brought it up, is there are a lot of times when you're a college student. We can speak from former really broke college student, not that many years ago. I'm starting to get up there in years, but not that many years ago, that you don't necessarily have the money for gas all the time to go
Right.
try and go to these internships that are really a long way away for no money and doing all of that, when we realized that we would have the opportunity to present an opportunity for students that might not have the means to go get a traditional internship, that we could do it at the University of North Texas, that you and I can go up there along with the rest of our staff who's willing to drive up to Denton from Louisville, which is not that far, but willing to take time out of their day to really help mold these students, was the coolest thing for me.
It really was.
To know that kids that might not have had this opportunity otherwise, we're going to them, we're going to their backyard. And I think that molds so well with what Texas high school football means.
Really
It's
is.
coaches molding young men and women, administrators molding young men and women and providing these opportunities. We've, Mike Craven, our college football insider, always says that. He's like, he loves going to the state championships because there could be two teams playing from totally different backgrounds that never would have hung out or seen each other otherwise, playing. And that's what Texas high school football is. It's a melting pot of everybody getting the same opportunity to go out there to pad up on a Friday night. And I think that being able to go to the University of North Texas and them being so gracious to let us use their studios, but to provide that. And hey, let's be honest, it's going to be a lot of student works. It might not be the cleanest show in the world, but you know what? It's kids getting to learn.
It's more special in that way, I think.
It's awesome, and there's no better, and we can speak this from people who covered Texas high school football in college and then ended up being lucky enough to land here at Dave Campbell's and make this a full-time job. Texas high school football is also an incredible avenue for so many people, whether you want to be an athletic trainer, whether you want to be a drum major in the band, whether you want to be a cheer coach, it's the same thing with media. It's a fantastic stepping stone into what this is. Our stepping stone just happened to end up being our career, and we've been very happy with that.
Yes.
But Texas Football Tonight, our newest program on TexanLive.com. You can stream it for free in the 2023 Texas high school football season from August 25th, the first Friday night of the season, throughout the playoffs. It'll be from 7:30 to 10 p.m., and it is free. I really want to highlight that. For free.
On Texan Live, you can literally get this anywhere in the world for free. You don't have to pay a dime. And that was our hope. That was really what we wanted when bringing this show to you guys.
Right. And then obviously we will, and there's more announcements coming out day after day on TexanLive.com and what we're doing to grow it. We've got a DFW branch starting up now. We've got our Austin branch, our Houston branch. We've got partners all across the state that'll bring you full comprehensive coverage of Texas high school football that we are incredibly excited about. But we also will be, I don't remember where I was going with that, to be honest with you. We'll be working with so many different parts of the state to bring you that comprehensive coverage, and we're very, very excited for that. But we will also have all of our games live on TexanLive.com. You can become a Dave Campbell's Texas football subscriber. And if you want to talk about a reason to go ahead and do that, we've been pumping it up all year long, but we just redid our complete subscription package. So you get everything. 3 magazines. We have Dave Campbell's Texas Football. I should have had the cover here, but we have the new version that just came out. Should be hitting store shelves soon if it hasn't already. But you can get that mailed directly to you, so you don't have to worry about when that hits bookshelves. Then you have the recruiting magazine in our winter edition and Dave Campbell's Texas Basketball included on that. Not to mention the all access package to all of our online content, all of the podcast, including Tep and Step, the premium football podcast. Then you also get all of those 1,500 live high school sporting events that we have on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. If you're not even a big football fan, we have basketball, we have softball, we have baseball, we have soccer, we have water polo. I mean, the list goes on and on. So you get all of that, which also means if you're watching our show for free and then you want to switch over to one of the games and watch it live, you can do that at no hassle. All of that, people, $49.99 a year. That is a steal. An absolute steal. So help us continue to do things like this, to continue to help out students, to continue to create new shows, to continue to expand our coverage across the state of Texas by becoming a Dave Campbell's Texas Football All Access subscriber. You get everything Dave Campbell's, whether that be streaming, articles, podcast, everything. Dave Campbell's Texan Live is proud to present Texas Football Tonight, our new show. Let's go!
We did it. Can I, before we move on, I want to talk a little bit how we came into this idea in the first place, because I think that's one of the cooler things about this. So for those of you that don't really know the structure here at Dave Campbell's, this lady right here, she's technically my boss. My manager. Yeah,
that's weird. We don't ever bring that up. But
we don't bring that up.
Yes.
She's my best friend, but she's also my boss here. So
It works.
On a random Tuesday in February of this year, you brought me in the studio to do my year-end review.
Yeah, I do have to do her yearly reviews.
Yeah, it's very strange in a way because it's like I have to sit here and and listen to my best friend tell me all the things that I did wrong. No, I'm kidding.
Right? Yeah.
All the
yeah.
things
I walked in here, and so first off, I walked in. It was just a scroll of here's how you messed up throughout the year.
No. That's not what happened. It was a great review, by the way. Fantastic. But then we get to talking like we typically do. The review probably only lasted about 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we started to talk about, improvements that we can make within the Dave Campbell's Texan Live era, coming up in the next year. And of course, we had been talking a little bit about how we potentially did want to eventually start our own show.
Yeah.
Using Texan Live broadcasts around the state. But, one of the main concerns with that was just how are we going to do that? Because it just seemed like such a massive project. Certainly not something that we thought that we could do heading into this next football season.
We have a
right?
small staff.
We have a
like,
very small
for
staff.
people that don't realize that there's 6 of us that are full-time for Dave Campbell's Texan Live purposes, and 2 of those are Mallory and I, which kind of also dip into kind of the editorial side of stuff,
Right.
all the other stuff. And then, I mean, even our editorial team, in total, we might be at 11 people.
Yeah, it's very small.
That's not enough for a full show.
No. So that was another concern. I think equipment was also the concern. We knew we wanted to do this in a studio setting.
Yeah, state-of-the-art
setting. Exactly. So we kind of sat there for a little bit, and we were talking through ideas and stuff. And at one moment, I looked at you and I said, "Hang on a second. Mm-hmm. We both graduated from the University of North Texas.
Caw. We haven't let out a caw this entire episode.
Just do it once.
Caw.
Good. No, you don't need to add that, but okay. But I look at you and I'm like, they've got state-of-the-art studios. They have 2 state-of-the-art studios for students to use.
And then that's when I said...
And that's when you said...
Well, wait a minute. There's the studio space for the students. Why don't we offer this opportunity to the students? And
as
that
an
was
internship.
it.
And then you said internship. Mm-hmm. And then right then and there, we both looked at each other. I think our eyes got so big.
wide.
We both stood up and we were like, did we just do something? And
Did we just become best friends?
Yes. And then we both immediately started writing stuff down, typing stuff out. Who do we need to come in contact with? And then right that next week, we got the ball. We started ball rolling.
Yeah, we actually brought in Phyllis Slocum, who's the head of North Texas Television, the staff oversight. North Texas Television is made up of about 300 student volunteers and a staff of about 12 full, students on payroll. But Phyllis is the head lady over there, boss lady, and we actually brought it up to Phyllis before we brought it up to anyone here because it was like, man, we don't want to get everybody's hopes up if there's no way that this can happen. She loved it. She got the ball rolling, got Dr. Cobb in, and within about a month, we were in serious talks of let's go.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for about 6 months, but that's literally how it came up was Mallory Hartley's annual review. So take your year-end review seriously, folks.
Yeah. Also respect your boss.
Thanks.
Love your boss as a BFF.
Yeah. Make your boss your best friend.
Make your boss your best friend.
So there we go. A major shout out to everyone at the University of North Texas that has helped us out. Phyllis Slocum, Dr. Cobb, Steve Ackerman deserves a huge thing. John Johns, the studio engineer. We can announce the director of our show will be Seth Biley. Seth Biley is a fellow UNT alumni. We will also be joined with an assistant producer role with Blaine Tatum, another University of North Texas alumni. The host of the show, a North Texas alumni in Nicholas Laupius. Nick Laupius will be our host. And then for analyst roles, we will have a rotating cast and crew, including Ishmael Johnson, Greg Powers, probably Mallory and I at some point. Matt Stepp's going to be on the show from time to time. We're going to have Mike Craven on the show from time to time. Greg Powers, everyone. We are so incredibly excited to bring the wealth of knowledge that our Dave Campbell's staff has into the studio and then out of the studio in hopes of definitely talking to our guys Gavin Moritz, Trevor Bullard, Chase Snyder, and a couple of other Thomas Lee up here in the DFW. Dre Matula will be there helping us kind of schedule schedule all of that. And of course, a huge thank you to our chief broadcast engineer, Jesse Wolf at Texan Live, for everything that he does. And we would be remiss not to say thank you to our president of our company, Adam Hochfelder, for all of the work that he has done through the legal process, to believing in us when we brought this crazy, outlandish idea to him, and he says yes. And then, of course, our chairman, Drayton McLean III, for doing the same. He's always one of those where we say, Drayton, we have another idea.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So can't thank everybody that has played such a big role in this and getting this show really started. Greg Tepper as well, to bringing this to life. We are so stinking excited. We hope y'all are excited about it. Please spread the word. We'll be, kind of going through and announcing more and more as it comes along, but live look into the games that we have on Texan Live, comprehensive coverage across the state, and we're here to make your Friday nights hopefully a little better for free.
For free? For me?
For me, for free. Dave Campbell's Texan Live, proud to present Texas football tonight. All right, before we continue on with the last thing that we have in this show, let's hear from our good friends at VCR Now. Born and bred in Texas hits a little different, as it should. Texas loves doing business with fellow Texans. VCR Now takes its Texas roots as seriously as its many partnerships with schools and universities around the state. It's also why we're so proud to promote our brand in the pages of the Texas Bible, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and on the airwaves of Texas Football Today. Driven by producing quality broadcast video, state-of-the-art audio, and LED video scoreboards at affordable prices, VCR Now makes sure to listen to your needs in its athletic department before recommending the next best steps. Building great products is our business, and it's our focus on building meaningful long-term partnerships with our clients that sets us apart. From our 24/7, 365-day help desk, the training lab in our hometown of Red Oak, or our sports marketing business plan that puts money back in the hands of our athletic departments we support, VCR Now is built to last. Reach out to us today at info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW. Again, that's info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW. All right, Mallory, we mentioned it earlier, but it is the 1-year anniversary of Women Talking Football. That's something for us to be celebrated, too. I mean, we've been talking about it for a week. We were so excited for this day. So much going on. We do appreciate Tepper and the rest of the staff letting us take this slot. Usually it's Texas Football Today. We do want to plug up that Women Talking Football. If you've liked this, we might not have as many big announcements in our other shows, but we're still kind of funny sometimes. So if you want to come watch Women Talking Football on a normal basis, 2 o'clock on Thursdays. We're live right here wherever you're watching it. We also upload our podcast to Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, whatever. See, why do you have 2 separate apps?
Because
if you want to hear this debate every
cool.
week. But Women Talking Football, we've been doing this thing for a year. We started it last year, the Friday before coaching school. The turnout has been outstanding. We can't thank y'all enough for all the support that you've shown us throughout the years. So we put together this little video that's what we think are some of the best and highest points of Women Talking Football throughout the course of a year. So without further ado, the best of WTF. All right, let's roll. Here we go. WTF. Women Talking Football, coming to Dave Campbell's Texas Football, all the platforms, coming July 15th. We figured it was time.
we're back. I hope you can hear us now.
How about that? Can you hear us?
So
We are testing. We're going to wait until we get into the comments and look at and see. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Aha!
You can.
WTF, man! We named it correctly. That's what we do here. Welcome into Women Talking Football.
And the other option is like I don't know what they're called. It's like a honey cereal. They're like little bitty pellets almost.
And he sits there for 5 minutes like, whoosh, 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 like mashing the cereal into the milk. And I'm like, hey,
shut up,
dummy.
yo, keep an eye on this matchup because it's gonna be a really good one. My brother's starting to come out at me. He says that all the time. He's like, hey, yo, look at this. And I'm like, hey, yo, look at this matchup right here. It's gonna be a good one. 13, 17 preseason ranked teams.
Oh my God, that's the best breakdown I've ever heard. Yo, they play week 4.
Cooler than I do.
It stonks the clock, baby.
It stonks the clock. No. I love it, but no.
Oh, I'm already tired. It's only.
But before we end the show, we have to do something we like to call stonks.
Always try your hand of songs.
It's so goofy.
I just love it. Well, and then it didn't play, so it made it even better because it was delayed. Stonks.
I'm crying right now. It's so funny. But let's go ahead and start off with our first stonk, up or down this year. And I think we've already answered this question.
Stonks are great. Like, the stonks are great.
She's the executive producer. It's AP.
Yo.
It's Miss Ashley Pickle. Hey, girl. What's going on?
Girl. No, that was crusty. I shouldn't do that. That's not me. I can't even fake that. I tried to fake it and it did not work. Sup. That's
Hey, y'all. Howdy.
Howdy. And there it is. Oh, Rutgers! How did I not get that?
All right, Pickle. There are several baseball teams.
Baseball.
You like baseball. I like baseball.
Yeah, we all like baseball.
Coaches'
Yeah, is it like
wives.
waking up on like a Sunday morning and it's like bacon, eggs, potatoes, let's go. You know, like
Double time.
no, okay, your placement of the breakfast burrito stuff in the tortilla, not good. We've got to rework it. We're watching film, you know, like, is that what it's like?
Honey, you need to quarterback this. I gotta step out here in a second.
You're playing like wide receiver number 2. Come on, we really need some production out of you.
I didn't know if you could see me or not, so I don't really know how this thing works.
Just tell me that I can show you things that you couldn't.
I don't really know how this thing works. I could not sum up this show better than that. Welcome to WTF. We named it that for a reason.
We knew we picked the right name because you saw it at the very beginning of the video when you had to sit back down after helping me figure out why nobody could hear us.
Dude, and you know what the funniest thing is? I completely forgot that we didn't have sound for like the first 5 minutes of our first episode. I completely forgot about that until I was like looking back through clips. I was like, oh, I'm going to cut the intro to the very first one. And I went, oh my God, there was no intro. We didn't have audio.
It was so funny. I was reading the comments and I was like, oh, they can't hear us. I don't know what to do. We're on, mics are on. I did my job. Why isn't it connecting? But we figured it out. That's when I knew. This was the right show.
Oh, yeah.
To name WTF.
So there you go. A year in. You got anything to say to the people?
Just thank you so much for being supportive and tuning in every Thursday at 2 p.m. to listen to that. Whatever the heck that was. But really, we couldn't do it without you guys and your support. And thank you again to all of the Dave Campbell's Texas football staff. You guys have been just as supportive as our listeners, and we really couldn't do it without y'all. And we're going to keep chugging, hopefully, for another year.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I memean, where else would Mallory talk about her honey cereal pellets?
And my love for Rutgers University.
Rutgers!
Yeah. Can I get a go, Rutgers?
Oh, man.
What a show. What a dang show.
What a show. To everyone for listening to us for a year on Women Talking Football, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We're so excited that we get to continue to do this, but we are incredibly amped up for Texas football tonight. I think that we're on the cusp of the next big thing here in the streaming world, in helping universities, in universities helping us, in showing the love and the passion that the state has for Texas high school football. And of course, none of that would be possible without all of you. So to the readers, to the listeners, thank you so much. We are incredibly excited. You have our word that we're going to do everything that we can to make this the best possible show, and to do it the right way where we highlight the people that make Texas high school football great. So to all the coaches, the players, the administrators, to everyone here at Dave Campbell's, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We're really, really appreciative. But let's freaking do a Friday night show, how don't we?
That sounds pretty dang good to me. I'm excited. You know, we moved to Denton for a reason, and this was it.
This is
literally the reason why we moved to Denton together.
Honestly.
So it was, and we loved Denton too. But let's do it. I'm ready.
Let's go. All right. August 25th, the premiere of Dave Campbell's Texan Live's Texas Football Tonight. Thank you, everyone. Share it with your friends. Get hyped up for football season. We are leaving for coaching school tomorrow, so a reminder, no Texas football today, Monday or Tuesday, but we will be back Wednesday to break down coaching school to re-hype everybody. If you are on your way as a coach to coaching school, we are super excited to see you. Everyone have safe travels. And remember, if you like this program, we're going to be here for another year, hopefully, so watch Women Talking Football every Thursday at 2. We'll see you next week.